Let's continue. On this play, the guy who creates this video says, Ross Cockrell was all over this one before it left Jameis's hands. You're blaming Jameis on that, right? Let's evaluate the film and see just exactly why Mr. Cockrell was all over this play. We got a slot formation. We have in our slot formation, the inside guy has an out-breaking route. The outside guy's responsibility is mandatory that he releases outside, that he does everything in his power to not let the outside cornerback who's covering him look inside, okay, and pick this football. That's your only responsibility as the outside receiver. Why is Ross Cockrell, who's not even covering the slot guy, all over this ball? Let's roll the tape and see why. As my receiver at the bottom of your screen runs his route, he's not putting pressure on Mr. Ross Cockrell. What he's doing is he's staying on his alignment. Ross Cockrell is outside the numbers. You, as a wide receiver, are pushing vertical. Why aren't you trying to force outside release like your responsibilities tell you to do? All right, you don't do that. To make matters worse, now you release inside. Well, Ross Cockrell, now he has a deep third. You're leaving his deep third by going on the post route. He's going to give you away to the safety, and now Ross Cockrell has no responsibility because you, outside receiver, released inside instead of force releasing outside. That's the only reason why Ross Cockrell is all over this play. By the receiver releasing inside, he gives the DB an opportunity to look inside. The DB looks inside at Jameis Winston's shoulders. If your shoulders are down, that means you're throwing an intermediate route. Now the DB can break on the out-breaking route. If Jameis Winston's shoulders were up, that means you're throwing a deep route. He may have responded in a different way, but that's not what happens. That doesn't happen because the wide receiver at the bottom of your screen released inside, gives the DB the opportunity to break on this route. And if you don't abide by the rules, force outside releasing when your inside guy has an out-breaking route, bad things happen. And that's what happened on this play. Ross Cockrell was all over this one before it left Jameis's hands. You're blaming it on Jameis, and I'm assuming that you're blaming it on Jameis Winston's eyes. Well, you need to be blaming it on the outside receiver because he ain't doing what he's supposed to do, all right? And the problem that happens is what you all placing blame on Jameis for. 30 for 30, another interception. It must be Jameis Winston's fault. Wait a minute. Do what you're supposed to do, wide receivers, and bad things won't happen. And when you evaluating your routes or your script, I need you to say what really happened. Come on, dog. Need you to do better. I'm tired of this.